everyone, and welcome back. Uh, Today I am recording the flight from Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 in career mode, and as you can hear, I'm recording it with the spoken commentar. So, a few months ago I was streaming the flights with Elvira Aerooptica for Airbus H125, and then Ahead Aerospace ES30. Now I will just go straight ahead, and I will pick my trusty Boeing 737, and today I hope that we will fly something longer, but first I have to find where the plane is located right now, because I don't remember where I left it last time. It's somewhere in, what is it, EFHK eco code. It's in Helsinki. Yes, right, it's in Helsinki. So I will check the plane up. I don't like this. Whoa. Okay, this doesn't look really nice. This also. And yeah, I think that I will just accept this delegated maintenance, and will fix everything in the plane. Also, I will wash it. Check the insurance. It's the premium one, and yeah. Let's go back to the missions and find the Helsinki, where there are. Here is it. Here is our plane, and I will just filter it out by Boeing 737 MAX. And let's see if there is something. Yeah, let's refresh it a little bit. Yeah, there is just this one. Venice, Côte d'Azur. Okay. I think that I will take it, but maybe I will pick this one because it's much better revenue for me. But also let's try if it will change the time. No, it doesn't affect the time. Ah, damn. I wanted to fly the night flight. Well, it's okay. So let's go with Venezia Mastre. And yeah. So, briefing. Continental flight of 230 minutes from Helsinki to Venezia Mestre. So, our flight number will be Charlie Alpha Oscar 99, and we will cover total distance of almost 1000 nautical miles. We will be carrying 135 passengers, and that's pretty much it. So it will be IFR to VFR flight, so I think that it will be pretty easy, but today it's pretty windy. Hey, look here to see the weather. Here it's pretty calm, yeah, and in destination it can be completely different. It's also calm. That's nice. That's really nice. So let's accept the mission. And let's go for it. And yeah, what I have to do is just refuel the plane, because I already fixed it. And wow, the fuel tanks are pretty empty. And I will be flying 2.5 hours, and I will need something around 15,000. And it will be here, that's not too much. Well, let's count like 18,000, that will be much better. And I hate this system. I want to enter the number here, so Hurrah! Okay, so let's pay for the fuel. It's nice that I earned like 2 millions and then I spend it for fixing this plane. But yeah, that's how it is. And let's go flying. So this time I will be using also my third screen. It's my not so young tablet, which I'm using right now for the BFD and MFD displays. So it should start automatically as soon as I enter the plane. The more I fly it, more I like this plane. Isn't it beautiful? Is it right? So, let's go inside.
Good morning, everyone. So it's Venice MSFS today? Love that city.
And yeah, my screens are started up. That's nice.
Passes and passports ready. Flight CO99 now boarding at gate 32.
It's Regina from your flight staff. We're ready to begin boarding. Waiting for your signal.
Okay, so let's request the boarding.
Helsinki ground. Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar 9er. Could you please get the passengers on board?
Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar 9er. The jetway is going to be connected.
Okay, now they are checking the passengers, their passports and so on. And between the time when they are starting to boarding, I will go through the starting procedure. I will also request the baggage.
Helsinki ground. Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar 9er. Could you please send the baggage?
Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar 9er. Baggage is on the way.
Well, it's nice that you can see how the people are going through the bridge, but then they are just popping out in the cabin. So, yeah. But yeah, still better than nothing, I would say. Okay, so let's turn the steady lights on and anti-collision lights on. Also, let's turn the APU on, and I think that we will need some pumps for it as well. Also, let's turn the taxi lights on, and that's pretty much it for now. Right now, I will request the catering.
Helsinki ground. Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar 9er. Could you please send the catering truck?
Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar 9er. The catering truck is on the road.
No way. I didn't know about this animation, but hey. I like it, like uh, like the packages are jumping by themselves on the band. Wow, that's crazy.
Helsinki ground. Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar 9er ready to copy IFR clearance to Venice.
Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar 9er is clear to Venice Airport by the Omni departure, runway 04 right. Climb via SID maintain flight level tree 60. Departure frequency is 121 decimal tree. Squawk 4522.
Okay, this will be probably just like this, and that's all. No moving boxes or something like this. Okay, it's still fine.
Luggage loading complete.
Okay, so
Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar 9er. Did you copy?
no, I didn't.
Cleared to Venice. Via the Omni departure, runway 04 right. Climb by SID maintain flight level tree 60. Departure frequency is 121 decimal tree. Squawk 4522. Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar 9er.
Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar 9er. Readback is correct. Contact ground on 118.125. When ready to taxi. Good day.
We've completed boarding, Captain.
Okay, that's nice that we completed the boarding, but I would like to just finish my preparation because I was focused on the packages jumping into the plane, like literally jumping. That was amazing. I like it. Didn't notice it before, so, but yeah. Okay, so let's go to the MCDU, and yeah, position initially position. It's like this. It should be fine. Iris are fine as well. Now let's check the route, and let's go through it. Here is a discontinuation. No, just delete it. Bam, it's done. Performance, zero fuel weight, just this. Cost index, I'm using 18. And cruising altitude is not 350 but 360. And that's pretty much it in this case. Here I will check how long is the runway here. And we will be using what the guy said, in that it should be 04R. 04R is this one. It's 3.5 kilometer long, that's fine, so I figured I should go with the classic one. Now takeoff settings, I will be using flaps 5. That means that I will have these speeds, and center of gravity will be this one, and trim I thought that it's fixed, but it's not fixed. Such a shame. Okay, so that means that I have to set the trim, because the 3.5 is not so much, and here is complete bullshit. Like 3.5 would be something like this. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Instead of it, I would go for 5.5. It means like this, because this suggested trim value is how much will be these vertical stabilizers pushing me downward, and 3.5 is a lot, like really a lot. and I would need to pull yoke fully like this to just to take off from the ground. But with this setting I will go just like this, or maybe even less. So that will be this one, and yeah, I think that's it. For takeoff, the vertical speed VR is 124. So wow, that was fast, and at 10. So it should be like this. Now I will turn flight directors on. Also I forgot to turn APU bleed on. Here I will set the flight altitude to 36,000. Come on, yes. Now I will just arm the emergency lights and turn on no smoking. I have always no smoking flights, so if somebody wants to smoke, just get out of my plane. And here I will just go for auto, and that's it for now. I will turn on the electric systems on as well, and we don't have any fuel in the... we have? Okay, so let's turn the middle fuel tank as well on. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And now we are ready for requesting pushback.
Helsinki ground. Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar 9er requesting pushback.
Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar 9er. Pushback request accepted.
Tow bar in place, Captain. You are cleared to start engines.
I like to start the engines. It seems there is some issue with the sounds. I had it yesterday as well.
Pushback complete, Captain.
Maybe I will reinstall the game. They were working on this plan, definitely. I don't remember that that blue air was like that hot air was this big. But it looks nice. Okay,
Helsinki ground. Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar 9er with Echo. Ready to taxi, IFR.
Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar 9er. Taxi to and hold short runway 04 right. Using taxiway Alpha Golf Alpha Victor Victor Kilo Zulu. Zulu Romeo cross runway 04 right Zulu Sierra. Contact tower on 118.85 when ready.
Taxiing. Hold short runway 04 right using taxiway Alpha Golf Alpha Victor Victor Kilo Zulu Zulu Romeo cross runway 0 for right Zulu Sierra. Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar 9er.
So in this case I'm always happy to have this guideline. Okay. So let's start moving. I will also turn the enough on.
Ladies and gentlemen, our captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please stow your hand luggage underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead compartment. Make sure your seat back and folding trays are in full upright position. If you are seated near an emergency exit, carefully read the special instructions card located by your seat. A reminder that this is a non-smoking flight, including the lavatories. If you have any questions, feel free to ask one of our attendants. Thank you. Please pay attention as the flight attendants demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the safety procedures. There are designated emergency exits on this aircraft. Take a minute to locate the exit closest to you, including behind you. Count the number of rows to this exit. Should the cabin experience a sudden loss of pressure, oxygen masks will drop down from above your seat. Place the mask over your mouth and nose, like this. Pull the strap to tighten it. If you are traveling with children, make sure to secure your own mask before helping your children. In the unlikely event of an emergency, leave your carry-on items behind. Life rafts are located below your seats. Emergency lighting will lead you to your closest exit and slide. Now, make sure that all hand luggage is stowed away safely. While we wait for takeoff, please take a moment to review the safety data card in your seat pocket.
Okay, that was really nice. Welcome aboard of this plane. I'm also happy that these guys choose Cooler Airways on the way from Helsinki to Venezia. And now we are slowly taxiing to the runway. I will also set the barometer like this. Yeah, in my company, like in my virtual company, that means like in the game, there are some rules like if you are flying the airliners or something that has autopilot, don't use autopilot till you are on the flight level. Yeah, of course, in real life, the pilots turns on autopilot almost immediately after takeoff, so like around 500 feet above the ground level. But in my virtual company in the game, it's prohibited. And also fly manual landing from 2500 feet above the ground level when you are about to land. So, we are slowly closing to the hold short.
Helsinki Tower, cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar 9er ready for IFR departure. Runway 04 right.
Cooler Charlie Alpha, Oscar 9er, QNH 1007. Clear for takeoff, runway 04 right.
Okay.
Cleared
let's
for
go
takeoff, runway 04 right. Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar 9er. Ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your seatbelts and secure all baggage underneath your seat or in the overhead compartments. Place your seats and table trays in the upright position. Turn off all personal electronic devices, including laptops and cell phones, and prepare for takeoff.
Okay, now I'm going to the result of runway. I'm lining up on the runway. Let's spool the engines to 50% of N1. Now they are still alive. Let's go to the maintenance check. We are
Cooler Charlie Alpha, Oscar 9er, contact Tambury Center on 121 decimal tree. Good day.
121 decimal tree for cooler Charlie Alpha, Oscar 9er. Tambury Center, cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar 9er is at 1,600 climbing flight, level tree 60.
Radar contact continued.
Okay, so that was something like to show how it's flying from external view, but I have this PFD display on my tablet, so I was flying literally by the instruments. So yeah. I can turn the APU off, same with taxi lights, and this one is this one should produce. Okay. Wow, this is really interesting view to see how I'm still flying manually, and it's really interesting to see how the wings are behaving. Wow.
Captain, let's drop our speed below 250 knots until we reach 10,000 feet.
Yeah. We are flying just 250. That's fine. But I'm wondering what's wrong with the sound. Like sometimes it's not just. And I don't think that it's issue on my PC. But maybe is, or I don't know. But when I'm looking at the performance of my PC, it's working on 50%, so it should be fine. So now we have some time to fill Volanta. And what is Charlie Alpha Oscar 99, or was it right? Yep. No, I'm not touching anything, still manual flying, but it seems that it's fine. That I terminated it out correctly, I like it. Yeah, here is the vector, yeah. That's why it was like marked like VFR, because you should do it via VFR. But I'm not familiar with this, and yeah, I should like more follow the heading and then just follow the LNAV. But I think that this is also the way. Yeah, here is it, manual. So let's fill the flight plan. Evlel, Smip, Tolby, Tsugla, Xil, Habibo.
Captain, we just cleared 18,000 feet time to set the altimeter to standard.
Dex, 12. Obedi Dexat. Obedi Dexat. Keys off. And that's pretty much it. But I have to edit it.
Cooler Charlie Alpha, Oscar 9er contact Holland Center on 122.9. Good day.
Going to 122.9er. Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar 9er.
Okay,
Holland
nice.
Center. Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar 9er is at flight level 215. Climbing flight level 360.
Continue to Emblem.
Okay, so according to the Volanta, there is around about 3 hours of flight time. But yeah, as I'm looking on the map on MFD, it looks like that we have some delay because of the strong headwind. So the headwind is currently like 44-45 knots, and I expect that it will be much stronger in the flight level. Temperature outside is -8 degrees. Wow, that's pretty cold. Yeah, all I do right now is just doing small corrections, and that's all. Here I will dial up 202 to make it in the same direction, like this, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, ground speed is 363 knots, while the airspeed, true airspeed is 420. That's nice. That's a good speed. But the headwind is now 61 knots. Well, and still getting higher and higher. Like a few moments ago it was 41, now it's another 20 knots more, so that's crazy. Let's hope that the headwind will be not 100 knots. That will be bad, and like the flight will take much longer, and I'm not sure if the fuel will be enough. I just eyeball it out, so because usually when I'm doing like touch and go practice, I am calculating with 6 tons of fuel, but this was in pounds. Damn it. Really. Huh. Yeah, but when I'm calculating with 6 tons of fuel in Airbus, I usually have something like 2 tons left after third touch and go, and I'm usually flying at 4,000 feet. That means that I'm flying slower and burning more fuel, so theoretically in flight level it should be fine. But still it's crazy, like taking how much fuel? 10 tons of fuel? That's crazy. It's mainly stored in the wings. Well, typical Czech weather here. Outside from the window in Helsinki. So soon we will be in the flight level, and from that moment I will be saying nothing till descent and approach and landing, because it will be 2.5 hours long flight, so yeah. Okay, so headwind is right now 83, so incredible. Okay, so let's turn the autopilot
Good
on.
morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. Today I'm assisted by co-pilot Lee Pietho. Welcome aboard flight CAO99, inbound to Venezia Mestre. We are currently cruising at an altitude of 36,000 feet and an airspeed of 250 knots. It's 10:43. We anticipate a comfortable flight, in spite of some light turbulence. On behalf of all the crew members, we thank you for flying with us today. So, please sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight.
Yeah, exactly. Sit down, relax, and enjoy the flight. Well, between the time, I will also prepare for the landing. Here I will turn the auto brakes off, and yeah. So we will be landing on the runway 04R. Didn't I took from the same runway off? I think so. So what you will say me? What will you tell me about this runway? So that's nice that it has ILS. So it has ILS 109 109.95. I will switch it to active. 109.95 active. Bomb. Okay, that will be this. What about the heading? It's 38. So let's this also to 38. No, not 40. And yeah, now let's check the minimums. We will be descending to 3000. Okay, I don't think that I will see it on. Nope, I will not. But I believe that there will be some TOD. Wow, that looks terrible. And I wanted to set the minimums, so 210. One, two, three. So now we are prepared for the landing, and yeah, the glide slope is 3 degrees. That's fine. That's the normal one. And then the length of the runway is 3300. That's also nice. So that means that it's pretty long. So, and how does it look on the airport? It should be this one, I think. Yes. Okay, so I'm not definitely not able to land here in this part and to brake and just stop here and go through this taxiway. So that means that I will be obviously turning out of the runway on this taxiway E. And that should bring me then to the apron here, to the taxi. Okay, that sounds like a plan. So now let's check the fuel flow, if we have enough fuel, otherwise we are doomed. So it's pretty easy mathematic. Here you have the fuel in the wing, so it's like 7480 divided by, and this number is fuel flow per hour, so that means 2.68. Okay, so divided by 1000, that means that the fuel will last at least for 2 hours and 50 minutes, while the flight should take 2 hours and 70 minutes. So we have there like 20 minutes of reserve, but during the descent we will use less fuel, so these 20 minutes can double or triple. So that's fine. We have plenty of fuel, and if I'm counting well, we should have like something around again 2000 during the landing in total, so it should be fine. At least I hope so. So let's do check here if everything is working fine. Yeah, this one just turn on. This one is the voltmeter or ampere meter. It looks also fine. Yeah. Anyway, that one thing that I would like to check is how much. Okay. Okay. 137 passengers on the board, and they have like 300 kilos in total. That's really nice. So how much does weight one of these guys? 308 divided by 137, it's like 5 libras or 5 pounds, something like that. Okay, let's put a map here to see where we are. And now it is the time to enjoy the flight.
Cooler Charlie Alpha, Oscar Niner, Niner contact Riga Center on 128.0. Good day.
128.0. Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar Niner Niner. Riga Center, Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar Niner Niner. Flight level tree 60.
Cooler Charlie Alpha, Oscar Niner Niner, Riga Center. Radar contact continue. Charlie Alpha, Oscar 9er. Traffic is 10 o'clock, 4 miles, and flight level tree 65, Cessna citation. Report them in sight.
Captain, we're ready to serve lunch. Request permission to begin in-flight service.
Permission granted. Ladies and gents, our cabin crew will start the lunch service in a few moments. Please take your seat. Enjoy.
Alpha, Oscar, Niner, Niner contact Vilnius Center on 1 tree, 2.275. Good day.
1 tree 2.275. Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar Niner Niner. Vilnius Center. Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar Niner Niner. Flight level tree 60.
Cooler Charlie Alpha, Oscar, Niner Niner, Vilnius Center. Radar contact.
Oscar, Niner to Niner contact, Kaliningrad Center on 123.7. Good day. Cooler Charlie Alpha, Oscar, Niner Niner. Acknowledge last transmission. Cooler Charlie Alpha, Oscar, Niner Niner. Did you hear my last transmission? Cooler Charlie Alpha, Oscar, Niner Niner. Did you hear my last transmission?
Going to 123.7. Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar Niner Niner. Kaliningrad Center. Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar Niner Niner. Flight level tree 60.
Cooler Charlie Alpha, Oscar, Niner Niner, Kaliningrad Center. Radar contact continue. Charlie Alpha, Oscar 9er, 9er contact Warsaw Center on 127.45. Good day.
127.45. Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar 9er 9er.
So, oh, okay, we should start to descend right now, and I missed it a little bit, but it's fine. I will fix it right now. Where is level change? And yeah, let's go down. I forget to set the altitude for the approach, which should be here 3000. Yep. Yeah, this can happen as well, so it's completely normal. And let's go for 3000 feet. Okay, what we'll do now, the plane. It will stabilize itself, and no, it's not working. Yeah, let's go with the level change. And to make it a little bit faster, I will deploy the speed brakes. Wow, that's proper drop. Whoa! I think that was too much. So let's look at the VNAV. We are already here. Lex. Okay. I think that we are still a little bit too high, but it will be fine. Yeah, sometimes you have to improvise a little bit, so. But I think that it should catch also the VNAV descent profile, but no, I'm not sure. Yeah, this should be the deviation. That means like 0.07 nautical miles should be deviation, probably. Let's try experiment, small one. And we will see what the plane will do. Yeah, now we are really dropping down. Let's try a little bit more. This we will need as well. So I will go for flaps 30. And yeah, that means that I will be landing at 122 knots. That should be my VREF, and I should keep it up 5 knots above. Yep. Okay, so now back to the legs. There is nothing changed. But let's try that VNAV again. Yeah, we are going to miss it because we are like 11 nautical miles from it, and that's not good at all. I will take the speed down, and I will start to brake a little bit more. This is a little bit like a roller coaster, but it will be fine. Slow down a lot and descend a lot. But as soon as I will be below 10,000, then I will start to deploying the flaps, and then I will have a lot of drag. Also I will deploy the landing gears. That will also induce some air drag, and this will help me to get to the airport just on the time. That I will not miss it, and I will land it on the first try. Well, at least I hope. But we will see. We are going to the Dexat at altitude 18,000, and we should be like at 13,000. So we are like 5,000 feet above the descent path, but it's fine.
Captain, we're below 18,000 feet. Just a reminder to switch the altimeter to local pressure.
Okay, thank you very much. And just switch the altimeter. Oh, the game looks amazing, right? I don't understand how somebody has some ugly clouds while I'm not playing on ultra settings. I have like medium high settings, and the clouds are looking like this. Amazing. I just don't get it. Here you can see the deployed air brakes. So even if they are not fully deployed, they are inducing some air resistance. So the plane is slowing down thanks to them. I think that this is it. That here I have written arm. That means as soon as I will pass through the descent profile, it will switch back to the VNAV. Okay, so soon we will have to turn the lights on. At least the taxiway one, because it's obviously it's morning, like in the game at least. In the real time it's not morning, it's evening already, and in the game we have like 10 o'clock UTC, so that's nice time. And I don't think that we have to use the full lights for the landings, because we see it. So now I will just turn on the taxi lights, and I will start to deploy the flaps. That was proper dive, I would say. Oh. I'm just curious how it's possible that we are descending that fast. The speed brakes are completely stowed. We are still descending like a brick, and I don't like it. Let's go this way. So at this waypoint, which is in front of us, we have to be above 3000, but here we have to be at 3000. And because we will never reach this point, we should be here before this point at 3000. And I think that this should be fine. Here is recommended speed right now, so I will slow down. To that speed. And I will continue with deploying the flaps. Also, between the time I will set the auto brakes to 1, because the runway is pretty long, if I remember well. 3300, that's fine. So, yep. And we are at 3000 right now, and I will switch back to the VNAV. And I will take some nice photo of the clouds behind the plane. Okay, now we should cruise. We should have a cruising speed around 140 knots, but because I was deploying the flaps, it's a little bit lower. But we can live with it as well. Well, we will be just a little bit slower, but yeah. So let's go through the last check before the landing. So here is everything fine, or at least should be. Altimeter, heading, course is also set by both positions, like by captain and copilot. And auto brakes are on one, speed brakes are also armed. So we are good to land. Now just look at it. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah, no, well, here are some villages, but then there are some harbors and some docks, which are not so beautiful, but these villages next to sea, has to be cool to have there a house and live there. You see ships every day and you see planes every day. Yeah, and exactly as I was predicting that we will have a lot of fuel before the landing, we have. But
Milan Center, Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar 9er is passing 3000 climbing flight level tree 60.
Cooler Charlie Alpha, Oscar 9er, Milan Center, QNH 101 tree. Radar contact. Continue to Kazov. Cooler Charlie Alpha, Oscar 9er. Traffic is 10 o'clock, 4 miles, at 2400, Cessna citation. Report them inside. Cooler Charlie Alpha, Oscar 9er. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS Zulu, runway 04. Right approach via Laren transition. Clear to Laren.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS Zulu runway 0 for right approach via Laren transition. Clear to Laren. Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar 9er.
yeah, in theory I should go here. This is the Laren, and then I should turn around and then follow the flight path to the Kizaf, and then I should just land. But here is it in our flight plan is that we are flying directly to Kizaf, and that's how it should be. Well, in
Ladies
real
and
world,
gentlemen, we're approaching Tessera. Please fasten your seatbelts and adjust your seat back and tray table to the upright position. Please secure your carry-on baggage in the overhead compartment or under the seat in front of you. All electronic devices must be turned off until the aircraft is parked. Thank you.
well, in the real
Cooler
world.
Charlie Alpha, Oscar 9er. You are 20,000 below your assigned altitude.
Okay,
Climb
nice.
and maintain flight level tree 60 QNH 1014.
Climb and maintain flight level tree 60. Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar 9er.
Well, in real life, I would
Charlie Alpha,
follow
Oscar 9er. IFR
what
flight
the
plan
ATC is
canceled.
saying to me.
Radar
So,
service terminated. Squawk 7000. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. Good day.
okay, now I'm turning towards the airport, and I will deploy the flaps. And as soon as the plane will stabilize itself, I will switch to the approach mode, because we are like 10 nautical miles away from the airport, and I can see that I can start to descend. So let's disconnect the autopilot, disconnect the auto throttle, and just remember that we have like 75% of the thrust. And now let's go down, because I can see that the diamond here is navigating me to the glide path, but yeah.
2500.
Okay, I like these bugs, really, really do. Okay, I'm speeding a little bit. I'll drop down the landing gear. And now, finally. So I will trim the plane a little bit down, again as I'm used to with this aircraft, because for me it's much better to just have it in my hand and all the time pull a little bit to me, and not to push for me. It's much more convenient for me. If I will just need to pitch down, then I will release the pressure on my flight stick, and that's all.
1000.
Okay, I'm wondering how will be the landing. So the wind is pretty calm, so I didn't expect that it will be 3 knots. So it's almost like ideal conditions for landing. And I'm a little bit below. Now I'm back on the glide slope. 500. Speed is also good.
400.
continue. Land on the runway.
100,
That's what I'm just about to do.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Uh, that wasn't what I want to do, but it wasn't bad at all. Like the switch to flare was completely fine. I just pulled a little bit more when I was transferring to the flare, and that resulted to floating above the runway. But in the end, it was nice landing. And now we are just about to taxi to the gate. And I also have to turn off the auto brakes. And now we are fully landed. Don't know where is the short hold. Hold short. Oh, okay, it's over there. Okay, I think that I will try to avoid this sign here, because I'm not sure if it has collision or not. But let's pretend that it has collision, and I just don't wanna hit it. And meanwhile, I will check the landing itself. Wow, it was smooth. Minus 119 FPM at 114 knots, but it's like the relative to the ground. And the G-force was 1.08. That's a really nice one. That was good landing. Just the flare was a little bit longer. But still within the signs on the runways, I'm satisfied. It could be better, but also it could be much more worse. But we are safely on the land, and that's what does matter, right? Stop, 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 stop. Yes.
Venice ground. Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar 9er, taxi to parking.
Using taxiway Kilo Mike.
Taxiing to gate tree 0 via taxiway Kilo Mike. Cooler Charlie Alpha Oscar 9er.
I like on this plane the suspensions. Like when you are moving and then you just suddenly stop.
American 131 IFR to DFW.
It does this. So,
American 131 is
I like it a lot.
DFW Airport as filed.
like of course PMDG or iFly is much better because they are almost like study level.
Departure frequency is 124.925. Squawk 141 American 131.
But this plane is also pretty good one.
Contact ground on
It wasn't that good before, but it seems that they are working on it.
Venice ground. American 131, requesting pushback.
American 131, pushback request accepted.
Venice ground. American 131, requesting the end of pushback.
American 131, request to end pushback received.
So how much fuel did it left? 3,000 almost.
Ready to taxi, IFR.
American 131, taxi to and hold short of runway
Taxi 2 and hold short runway 04, right via taxiway Mike Sierra cross runway 0. 4 left Bravo.
Huh.
American 131.
What is this guy doing here? Like, is he drifting? Like Tokyo drift? And I'm not sure if this is like Boeing 788. Yeah, the engines has so much power that they are propelling forward the plane even on the idle.
American 131, continue taxi.
And now let's stop it.
Roger, American 131.
Okay, let's pretend that the bridge just didn't destroy my left wing and that it's connecting in the correct way. Because yeah, sometimes this simulator is really funny. And to turn the engines off, we will just cut off the fuel and that's all. Ah, damn, I misclicked. So, what about the results? One missed ATC? When? Okay, A is still also good. And what about the reward? How much credit will I get? Yeah, the base income was this one, right? On the beginning. And then a reputation bonus, and then this. So it's almost like a million plus. And like, I'm just guessing it's somehow right. But let's do the calculations. Yeah, I'm missing again 8,000 credits, but yeah, 8,000, that's fine. Yeah, reputation bonus is like 10% more, so it's a lot when you are flying longer distances, then it's really a lot. And now level 307. Woohoo! Nice. Well, I think that that's all for this video. We successfully landed down with Lady 737, and next video will be next time. Next video will be probably about that agricultural mission with plane, which I'm kind of looking forward but not looking forward, because you have to fly low and slow, and it's challenging and demanding a lot. So thank you for watching my videos, and if you like my videos, just hit the subscribe button, and see you next time.